Hello and welcome, I'm DDF Racer, and today, well not for the first time today, we're going racing in RaceRoom at Donington Park for the DDF Racer Bincar Championship. That's right, it's round one, it's actually happening, we're here, we're finally here, and we've already done one race, so this is the second race for all of the Americans and all of the Europeans who can't seem to quite wake up in the morning, shall we say. For me, locally, it is 5:57 AM here in Brisbane, Australia, so the things I do for you. In all seriousness though, I am so hyped for this, I'm so excited. Hey Olaf, hey Sean, hey Ramon, Paul, Sticky, everybody who else I've missed in chat, great to have you here, and obviously anyone who's watching the replay. I don't know who's watching the replay because I obviously recorded this streamed it several hours ago, but welcome. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoy what you see today, don't forget to leave the stream a like, say hi in chat or in the comments, and subscribe to see more because like I said, first round of 7, one round every month for the next 7 months until August. So today, Donington Park. We've got Pragas, we've got Audis, we've got Mazdas. It's a busy old track, if RaceRoom was anything to go by. Lots of traffic, lots of weaving through. I can't remember who it was, I think it was Donnie. Posted a GIF on Discord of the car chase scene from the second Matrix movie. We're on the bike going through the traffic, and that is pretty much what it felt like in the Praga, which is what I'm going to be driving today. So yeah, it just a case of staying out of trouble, a case of whoever can lose the least amount of time in the traffic is going to be successful. Now obviously in round 1 that was Matt Webb. At race 1 that was Matt Webb. The guy's just an alien, he's just on another level completely, so congrats to him. He's pretty much already got one hand on the trophy, and this is literally the first round. That's how much of an alien he is. But I'm so looking forward to this. Racer X, first ever race in RaceRoom. Long time chatter, first time racer in RaceRoom. You're gonna be fine, mate. You're gonna be great. Just enjoy yourself. That's what it's all about. Vushul's here. Is Vushul actually racing? I know Vushul is signed up. Oh, it'd be so good if you are. It's been ages. Rob Mitchell, hey, good to see you. What's the morning, Paul Kirkby? Well, if you ever have a kiddo at some point in your life, you'll find out what a morning is very quickly. Coffee helps, and obviously that wasn't coffee, that was water, but my coffee's empty, so there is that. Let me just fix that camera, it's kind of going in and out of focus a bit. So, server should be going live at any time now on the hour, so maybe like a minute or 2 minutes to go. Practice is 20 minutes, qualifying is 10 minutes, that's a private qualifying session so you don't have to deal with all the multiclass traffic. 5-minute warm-up and a 45-minute race with 2 times tyre wear and 2 times fuel use. So we're basically simulating a 90-minute race in the space of 45 minutes here today. So lots of tyre wear, especially for the Audis, but it should be okay in the Mazdas and the Pragas. But everyone will definitely need to stop for fuel at some point. There's going to need to be a pit stop here. So I reckon let's switch it over to RaceRoom mode very quickly and let's wait for this server to go live. Once this... perfectly timed. I wish I said I did that intentionally. So wait for that music to pause and RaceRoom mode. Seamless. I like it when it works. So we're currently waiting. So if I press refresh on the server list, we get people joining the voice comms as well, so I'm going to bring the voice comms in very quickly and say hi to everybody in chat. We turn that music down a bit, there we go, so it's not overbearing, and 3, 2, 1.
I use on my system.
There we go.
Yeah, that's what you meant, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll just, because you were able to get it to work this morning or last night, whatever applies.
Yeah, this morning for me, and everyone was saying that the join button wasn't there. It was for me. I just refreshed the page and it came up. So I'll do that now and let you know if I can see you join.
Hey everybody, stream is now up and running. Good to see you all.
Hello.
Hey, keep the language down, Dan.
Yellow's not here, so we should be fine. He's currently racing at Daytona, so we should be okay.
I was directing that at you.
Hey.
I can see the server started. It's a little bit ahead of schedule. Always starts 30 seconds or so early, so we should be able to join shortly.
Yep, server is live in the multiplayer lobby. It's just popped up on my screen. On JustRace, it actually says that the event is finished. There is no join button available from what I can see, unfortunately.
If just refresh the page, there's a brief delay whilst it talks to the server grid gates. On mine, it's shown joined, and it's not grayed out this time, so you should be able to join.
Excellent, it's there. Alright, so if anybody is on JustRace, we're good to go. So click on the join button and it'll take you straight in. Excellent. If you're already in RaceRoom, you will have to quit RaceRoom and then click on join in JustRace for it to kick in automatically. So there is that. It can't do its thing if RaceRoom's already running in the background, unfortunately.
Mine's got the counter going on. 1 minute to go.
Your PC clock must be a little bit out of sync. But yeah, if you refresh the page, it might come up, but it might be just because your PC clock's a little bit out of sync. When you click the join button, it should pop up a message, and you might also have to click a Steam pop-up confirming you want to launch RaceRoom with a specific command line argument. So just watch for that little Steam pop-up. You might have to click on your the taskbar. I think I might have to click on your taskbar to make that come to the foreground so you can click it.
Oh, Paul Kirkby, I'm not sure how long till I swear. We'll find out. We will find out very shortly.
See 4 people on the server already, so it must be working.
Excellent. So just a quick reminder on the format. We got 20 minutes of practice, 10 minutes of private quali, 5-minute warm-up session where I just want to go through a few things, driver briefing style. Apologies to everyone in Race 1 who's already heard it. And then, yep, 45-minute race. We're waiting for the server to join. So again, thank you everybody.
I'll go quiet because obviously don't want to be talking over Dan's stream, but any issues with the joining or the starting or anything like that, just give me a shout. I'll loiter for the first 10 or 15 minutes.
Love your work, mate. Thanks for that. And again, big shout out to JustRace for organising all the back end with the servers and the results and just the scheduling and the registration and all that kind of stuff. It is massively appreciated. So thanks for your work, mate.
Yep, thanks.
Okay.
So, Dan, have you told people when Race 2 registration opens and how you're doing that yet?
Not as of yet. I'll mention that at the end of the race. And I'll post I'll tag all the drivers on Discord as well as soon as the race finishes. We'll cover that one off then, mate. So let's get the headset on and let's go driving so we can see the servers filling up very quickly indeed. Vushel is here. Vushel's here, Andre's back, Henk is here, but Will Stevenson, not to be confused with Will Stevens, the ex-Formula 1 driver and Le Mans driver. We got Mr. Costa in the Praga, George Cena, yes, our battle with George will continue. We got Triple J, my dad, James Tumulty, Sean Patterson, Ash Denman, who, like I said earlier in the stream, was leading Mazda, the Mazda class in race 1 12 hours ago, and unfortunately his controller disconnected and he had to retire from the lead. That's not great. So many names we all know. I know we got Kevin King in here as well. Let's punch a waterfall. Boggy's in here. Dre Bledsoe's in here as well. It's we got Stu Green, Lee Miller. Lee actually put it on pole in the Mazdas 12 hours ago. It was an epic effort from him. He got the extra bonus point. Now, let me just fill the car up on fuel and turn the brake bias down to 50 because that's what I'm running. Brake pressure's at 100 and then the rest of the car is absolutely fixed. You can't change a thing. So that is one of the features of this championship. You can't change the car setup, it's all fixed setup, and it's another reason why I wanted to make sure that we had one car per class so there's no BOP issues, you know. It's not like there's Audis and TCRs going at it and then you got like Mazdas and BMWs going at it as well, and then we got Pragas, and it's basically one car per class. You get what you get.
15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes.
And you don't get upset. So, yeah, no, we're going well. Hey, Sticky, good to see you. Oh, Paul, it'd be great to have you on here, mate. It really would. So I reckon we have, well, we got 14 minutes left in the practice session so far. So let's switch it over to RaceRoom and let's get driving. When I say switch it over to RaceRoom, I mean like switch it over to VR, so I can actually see where I'm going. And you can see where I'm going as well. Get some laps on the board, shall we? So let's click on drive. Now, obviously, this has already started. I'm not sure if you can join the session once it's already register for the session once it's already started. But if you guys are interested in, joining in round 2, round 3, or anything else, then hey Buggy, then the place you want to go to is ddf.justrace.net. There's a link in the description, but look after that for you, will you? No worries, Sticky. Have a good day at work, mate. Look after yourself. And let's pause that music and let's get driving, shall we? Let's get some practice laps in. So we reset the view. That's it. Let's fix the view as well so it's a bit more... There we go. Start the engine. Put the limiter on. Put them into first. And let's get out of the pits. The track is filling up very nicely indeed here today. Going out the pits now. Look out for traffic.
There's traffic behind. Keep your wits about you. The brakes are cold. Be careful. Cold tyres all around.
Pop it down to neutral to get some extra drive. Get the revs up. And here we go. Donington. Immediately stuck behind a Mazda, but I don't want to interrupt them because they're going to be on a lap. I'll get them after this corner. Patience is key.
Left side, clear to the left.
Patience is definitely key. We've got a Praga coming up here.
On your left, clear to the left.
Let them through, because they're on a lap as well. And I'm not. Got two Mazdas going side by side, making a little roadblock here. Someone moving out the way there as well.
Sorry, Sean.
Hello, how you doing?
Alright, clear.
Alright, and we're through.
Yes.
That is our outlap done at Donington Park. As you can see, there's a bit of a speed difference between the Mazdas and the Audis here. Oh, sorry, the Mazdas and the Pragas. And the Audis obviously get mixed up in the mix as well.
I don't want to try and
It's just 105.5.
but I am going to check it out.
Probably wise.
So let's get a flying lap on the board here. Oh, this is a bit of an awkward place to catch Lee Miller here.
Wise.
Wait until after the corner. All about anticipation here.
Clear left.
Oh, it's Beaver, good to see ya. Hope you're keeping well.
What did you do? Are you running the sim hub?
Just take a couple of laps for the tyres to come up with the temperature from cold in the pits.
Yeah, the sim hub and the...
On the race start.
RaceRoom hub.
The tyres are up to temperature nicely, they're nice and warm. Oh, got that chicane all kinds of wrong, just kind of floated the rear in and got a bit snappy.
103.9.
The Hun, good to see you again. 2 live streams in a row pretty much.
Your brake temps are good.
Holding you up, Jay?
No.
This is definitely the national layout,
Not
Ramon.
anymore.
Yeah, you had a bit of a slide there, right?
Yeah.
Looked quite fantastic. No, I had one.
Yeah.
Clear to the left.
The guy ahead's last lap time is a 105.0.
George Senior currently at the top of the table. We got 6 Pragas in the race now. A few Audis. And quite a few Mazdas. I think we have 27 people signed up for this race and there's only 30 spots on the grid, which is just incredible when you think about it, really. That's such an awesome turnout. Lots of familiar names on the board.
Okay, Dan, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
So look, gained a lot of time through there. 10 minutes left in the practice session, so we're halfway through already.
Good lap. That's your best in the session. You're currently 1.7 off the pace. That last lap was at 105.6.
Let's see if we can get a lap without traffic now. Obviously qualifying will be private, which means we don't have to do any of this when we're trying to set a lap to get our position on the grids. Sounds good, Ranger. You can't let the hounds go hungry, mate.
Left side. Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
A bit held up there on the inside, unfortunately. I didn't know if they were going to cut back in or what, but there's not much grip on the inside in the Praga.
Your front tyres are cold.
And then when you take a corner tight, which I found out in race 1, you have to bleed off so much more speed than you think. It's the Praga really is a car that likes to have the racing line as wide as possible, you know. Turn in from a wide vantage point, run all the way out to the exit, use all of the track. That's how you get the speed in this car. So when you are lapping someone and you're on the inside on the dirty stuff, it's just shocking how much apex speed you have to kill, you know.
The guy behind has just done a 107.9.
Again, we've got some traffic here. Let's get him on the exit.
Car left.
You've got to anticipate these things, you know. You can't just go full speed into a corner if there's a car there. You got to anticipate where the speed difference is and then use it to your advantage. That's where you get the time, because everybody's going to lose time in traffic, you know. It's just a case of whoever loses the least amount of time.
Your right sides are cold.
Okay, so that's going to be a 105 again. So that's a little bit off the pace. I know I can get into the 103s.
105.7.
Because I did that in race 1. Just a case of being able to actually do the lap on track.
Right side. Clear right.
So this is 6 tenths up already. Make that 7 tenths by the time we get out of here. Maybe 8 tenths.
106.5.
Oh, big wiggle on the rear then. Didn't lose too much though, but I know I can gain more. Gain some more speed down this straight here. This is going to put me into the 104 territory. Really takes so much curb there.
Left side. Clear left.
That's your quickest lap. You're now 0.7 off the pace. That lap was at 104.6.
That's better in turn 1. Nice exit. Half a tenth up now. Sorry for the lack of commentary. It's, yeah, 6:15 in the morning. I'm just trying to get into the flow. These are the first practice laps I've done since, well, race 1.
Fastest lap for Stevenson, 103.4.
Well, Will Stevenson's up at the top of the pace as well. He's getting stuck in big time. Although we are half a second up on this lap. Oh, that's going to be wide as well. We've thrown...
Okay, now you need to watch the track limits.
Thrown this lap away, so there's no point bullying the Mazda for position. I'll just get them at a time of my convenience. Let them complete their lap in peace. So I know there's half a second in it at least. Will might be running on quali fuel, getting ready for, you know, practicing for the quali runs that's going to be coming up very shortly. I know that Matt was down into the low to mid 102s in quali for race 1, which is just insane. I'm down to 4th now. I know I can get George for 2nd at the very least. I know that time's manageable on my current race fuel.
On your left, clear left.
5 minutes remaining. 5
And
minutes left.
that is
Right side, clear
one
right.
of the reasons why the slower car should always stick to their line, because as the faster car, I was expecting him to stay on line, and I was going to get him on the exit, but he pulled off the line and held me up. I mean, I could have gone past him, but there was a Praga coming up full speed behind me. I didn't want to pull back out into the racing line and impede this guy who just got past me. So it's tricky. It's always the responsibility of the faster car to make the move. The slower car is under no obligation to lift off and move out the way in multi-class traffic. Not in these, not in the rules I've made for this championship anyway. You know, because it's got so much potential for miscommunication, hey? We're just catching people at the wrong time.
Car left, clear left.
I was really struggling to get a clear lap on track, but this kind of shows you what it's going to be like in the race, eh? I mean, I could be more aggressive, but that's just... You just don't want to put people off and throw them out, you know? Especially not in practice. In the race, obviously you're going to have to be a bit more assertive. But yeah, it's just crazy.
Left side, clear left.
It's just such a small track as well, which really doesn't help things. Okay, I think we're clear on track now.
That was a 106.2.
Oh, big understeer on the power then. That kind of pushed it towards the exit. Didn't have the weight lined up in the car properly.
The leader has just done a 103.4.
It is so easy to cut the track at turn 1 and turn 4 on the outsides and invalidate the lap. It's so easy. And here as well. So it's 6/10 up now. Oh, butchered that one. That Mazda got out of the way very nicely. Probably not the way they wanted to. George! Fernando, this is a registration only event, mate. You can't just join with a password. You got to go to ddf.justrace.net to get in.
Mind these track limits, please, Dan.
Unfortunately, you may have missed this one, mate.
There's a white flag.
Sorry about that. Give that guy some space on the rejoin. The reason we do registrations and not passwords is because this is a championship. We want it to be fair to those people who have raced in the championship before. You know, you want to register your spot. If we just open it up to a password on the day, then anybody can join, and people who are like legitimately fighting for a championship battle might not be able to get into the server. So that's why we do the whole registration thing, Fernando. I'm really sorry, mate. It would be nice to have people join, but the server's literally it's almost full already, mate. So make sure you go to ddf.justrace.net. There's a link in the description, and if you do want to take part, we've got 6 more rounds over the next few months, mate, to take part in, so plenty of chances to come racing.
Car in front has just posted at 104.1. You're currently 2.7 off the pace.
Alright, so I'm not going to finish this lap.
Car left, clear left.
I'm not going to be able to finish this lap because there's not enough time left on the clock. I'm not going to get a better lap in. My best is a 104.5. I know that I can get into the low 103s. Maybe a 102 in quali. But it's just been so difficult for me to find a clean space of track. So, but everyone's dealing with the same issue. They've just obviously managed to find a better gap than I have. So qualifying is going to begin very shortly. Well, in 10 seconds actually.
P4. Checkered flag, P4. That's the end.
And there we go, 60k speed limit.
Box in 5. 104.
So Rangy is now joined in the Pragas as well. So we've got 6 Pragas on track. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Audis on track as well. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10. We got 10 Mazdas. Awesome stuff. Alright, good luck in qualifying, everybody. 10 minutes private track, so you don't have to worry about traffic.
Yep, good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
I'm going to take some fuel out, maybe 3 laps worth should do it for me. And it's a rolling quali, so basically it's like hot lap conditions. Thanks, TVJP. So let's switch it back to RaceRoom and let's try and get some times on the board. Traffic free. I'm probably going to go quiet for the first couple of laps, just get a banker on the board and then we can improve from there. So through the final chicane, punch it. I'll see you in about a minute's time. 1 minute 2, hopefully. Big understeer there, that's going to cost me a few tenths. Had to blend out the throttle. Had to blend out the throttle there, bouncy bouncy over the curbs, it's a 103.3. Definitely at least half a second in that, guys. Will Stevenson has just gone to the top of the board with a 102.8. Oh, I've got no idea how that wasn't a cut track. That was so wide. Costa's gone to the top of the board now as well. There's 3 tenths up. Well, swap out your understeer for oversteer. That was a bit wiggly, wasn't it? Bit of gravel on the right, gained a bit of time, got enough fuel for 1 more lap. That puts us still in 3rd, but a lot closer. Neck and neck through the first corner, down the Cascades, into the old hairpin. That's going to be wide. Yep, it must have been so marginal last time. And because this is rolling quali, it is a case of just clicking drive and coming back to the pits and going again. So here we go. Got to find 2 tenths to get this thing on pole. Just a reminder, there is a bonus point available for pole position in each class, by the way. Not that you needed any more incentive. Half a second down on this lap already. Wow, didn't seem that slow, but obviously I mustn't have got my turning points right. So I'm going to continue with the lap and see if I can get that underneath half a second. And if that It does come underneath half a second. I know there's more time to be found. So I lost time on that corner, but it is 4/10. I got a better run onto the straight. Oh, maybe half a tenth up. It's close. It is close. Right, focus time. Here we go. Missed that apex by a mile, lost the 10th. Hit the grass on the inside, that understeered me wide. Still half a tenth up though. Let's nail the chicane. Nailed it too much, cut the track completely on the inside. Very generous on the limits there, but you know, you can only take the limits so much. So let's give it another crack then. I know there's a couple of tenths in it. It might be possible. But I'm pretty sure that in the first qualifying session, Matt Webb did a 102.3 or a 102.4 or something, so I'm still half a second off the ultimate pace, but 2 tenths off the current pole. It's doable, but it needs to be perfect. That's 10th and a half, don't blow it here. Oh, understeered and then oversteered it into the track limits on the outside. That was a 10th and a half up as well. With only 2 minutes 44 left in the session, that's 2 laps. Because once the clock hits 0, that's it. Oh, I had a quiet lap, didn't I, Sean? Surely? Okay, I'll try for another one. Hey, Sean! Two Seans in a row. Oh, that was a good corner there. If I can just nail the first sector and put it all together. Oh, it's going to be close! It's going to be close! Nailed the final chicane, on pole by 9 thousandths! 1 lap to go. Last lap of the quali session. Oh, no, I've run it wide into turn 1. That's my efforts over for the day. I haven't got enough time to go out and do the one. Or maybe I have. If I press drive right now and can cross the line before 1 minute 2. Which I'm not going to do, actually, because I'm already at 1 minute 2 now. So I'm going to do a practice pit entry, because I need to do one of those in the race. Just nailed it. And then the pit boxes are very sketchy here. There's a bit of a drop off, so you got to brake real early like that, and then engine off, and then obviously stop in the pit box. That helps. But you get the idea. Oh, just snuck pole at the end from Costa there, but that's Costa, Stevenson, and then Senior. We're within 2/10 of a second. All 4 of us, the top 4 within 2/10. This is going to be such a close race. You can see that Vuschel's on pole in the Audi. By 9/10 from King. Boggies What happened to Boggy? Boggy left the session and rejoined again, maybe? And then Ash Denman, again on pole. Oh no, Lee was on pole in race 1. He's currently 3rd. Ash Denman was leading massively. My spotter not working for some reason? Try to restart it.
Spotter radio check.
Hey Muzzy! Well done everybody. That was some very tight times across all of the classes there. Wow.
Great lap, Dan.
Alright, so 5 minutes before the race starts. So I'd just like to go through a few things very quickly. Apologies to those of you who are in race 1 who may have already heard this. But traffic was a massive factor in race 1. Once we got past lap 405, it was so hard to get a clean lap in. So the way that people are going to do well in this race is just to manage the traffic better than everyone else. So that means anticipating where the slower cars ahead are going to be, and also obviously keeping an eye out for cars coming behind you if you're in a slower class. That said, if you are in the Audis and the Mazdas, if you're in the slower classes, it's not your responsibility to move out of the way. So you stick to your line, drive your race, and then the faster cars will get past you because they've got more grip. So don't lift off, don't be getting on the brakes on the apex or the exit, or don't be moving offline. So just stick to your guns and drive your race. I mean, obviously don't fight people if they're trying to lap you, let them through if they pull alongside, but it's as the slower classes, it's not your responsibility to make way, basically. Just keep at it and you should be fine. Also, the pit exit is a bit sketchy here, so if you are coming out of the pits, it might just be worth saying on comms exiting pits, just to give people coming down the pit straight a bit more of a heads up, because if you're coming out of the pits, you can't move any further over to the left. It's up to the guy coming down the pits to not crash into you into turn 1 and give you some room, basically. So the more warning you can give them, the better, really. And pit stops as well. Make sure you practice your pit stop in the warm-up if you get a chance now, because it is a bit sketchy. You have to slow down nice and early because the concrete on the left isn't flat. It's very bumpy, so it's very easy to overshoot your pit box here. So just keep an eye on that. But yeah, apart from that, it's pretty much plain sailing. Just stay out of trouble for 45 minutes and you should be able to get a good result, I reckon. Best of luck to everybody, and don't forget to put your race fuel back in as well after quali. Any questions, let me know.
Thanks, Dan.
Yes, thanks, and good luck, everyone.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, RaceRoom was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, this combo. But it does get very busy on track, so just keep an eye out for that. So put the fuel back in. Brake bias is set. Let's go and do a practice. Rolling start, by the way, for the race. When you click drive on the race session, it will put you on the starting grid as if it was a standing start. But then when everybody's joined and the session begins, it'll kick us back to a rolling start before the final corner. So don't worry if it puts you on the grid. That's normal.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
Thanks, Velocity. So that's a bonus point for me for pole. Now I finished in 3rd position in race 1. So if I can do better than that in race 2, then I will keep that result, because the way this works, obviously you've got 7 rounds, but you've also got 2 races per round. Now only your best race counts. The reason I do 2 races is not so people can score more points, it's so that everybody can take part. Because I know that a lot of people racing right now from America, you can see the flags, you've got America, Canada, you've got a Brazilian in here as well, and a big chunk of Europeans, not so many Australians or New Zealanders. So basically, the previous race 12 hours ago, it was the middle of the night for anyone on the American continent, and pretty early in the morning for European people. So this gives everybody a chance to race. So not everybody does both races. I am, because I'm kind of obligated to, because I'm hosting the whole thing. But yeah, it's basically your best result counts. So that's how it works. So if I can do better than 3rd place, or if I can get 3rd place plus the pole, which I've got, then I will actually get 1 more point than I got this morning. Well, last night, technically. So yeah, we'll see how we go. So full fuel. Thanks, thank you, J-Turn. Great turnout, and seems like everyone is enjoying it. Yes. Everyone's really quiet on the comms, but I think that's just because everybody's concentrating. So, final count. We didn't get the full registration, unfortunately. We had a few people who couldn't make it in the end of it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Pragas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Audis. And the full complement of Mazdas. So, we got 22 cars on the grid. One less than we did for race 1. Which is just what it is, you know. We had 27 sign up, but not everybody could make it, unfortunately.
Checkered flags out, P2. That's the end of the session, P2.
Alright, race time. Pre-race nerves is the reason they are quiet. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. It gets busy. I don't know if you saw any of race 1, J-Turn, if you saw any of the footage, but the when you start getting through the multi-class, once the Pragas come up on the Mazdas first time, it does get very...
Are we allowed to talk?
Yeah, feel free.
It's very quiet.
I know. It's either pre-race nerves or everyone's really concentrating, but just have fun, guys. All about having a bit of fun. Enjoy yourselves, and yeah, best of luck to you all.
Good luck, everyone.
Yeah,
Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, have fun.
Have fun, everyone.
Don't forget to put your fuel back in. Make sure you get your race
Mr.
fuel.
Finicini, how are you doing?
Hey, Range, you alright?
Thanks, Lino.
Not
Yeah,
bad.
just wave on the way past, mate.
Alright.
Give you a little tickle punt on the way through.
Yeah, anything to get me above P9. Atrocious quality.
Let's do this.
45 minutes. Okay, Dan, get ready.
So, RaceRoom is controlling the car at the moment. Thank you for the trailer as well, by the way, Lino. Lino? Lino's a kitchen floor
Just do
material.
the formation for 45 minutes.
Good luck, everybody. Have fun.
Good luck and watch out for planes.
Go.
Alright. Defend that inside. Nice and easy into turn 1. Made it through in one piece. Costa's in second. Stevenson's in third. They're going side by side behind. I'm going to have my hands full today, I think. Top 4 cars, me, Costa, Stevenson, Senior. We're like 2 tenths apart in the quali session. So this is going to be epic fun. Still only a second behind between us. But again, this is the first lap. It's not like anyone's running away with it, a la Matt Webb and Brody style from race 1. Casey Shaw, aka Racer X, great to see him on the grid, and Rangy in 6th as well. Obviously holding back for the moment. Just playing it safe.
Oh shit, go ahead, take the place back, man.
Sorry, TJ.
All good.
Sounds like there's a bit of drama in the Mazdas. Sean Patterson, my dad, and TJ all getting stuck in together. Oh, guy in second had a big wobble on the rear. But that's what happens in these cars. I saw that Costa lost all his aero grip. If you follow
Just a little kiss up the body.
Yeah. Who wouldn't like that?
Hey.
You're not allowed to say those things if Stephen Coe's not here. Will Stevenson in behind. Very closely in behind as well. Wow. Bit of grass on the apex there. Oh, there's a lot of pressure already. Wow. A lot of pressure already. Oh, hit the curbs. That's killed my run. Quarter second back to Will. Is he going to go for a move? He's thinking about it. Is he going to go up the inside?
5-6. The guy behind has just done it. 104.24.
Car right. Clear right.
I thought he was going to go up the inside. I gave him the room just in case.
Please, Dan. Okay, stay with him.
I thought he was going to send it. My spotter didn't call it, but I saw him on the mirrors really alongside me, so I thought I'd better be careful. And now we've got Costa
Right side.
All over the back of me. 10th and a half back. Is he going to try and send it as well now? That's a bit wide. 2 off tracks in 1 lap. That's not good.
Stewards have warned us for
No slowdown,
keep it between the white lines.
fortunately. Alright, let's stick with Will. Got to stick with Will now. Can't let him pull away into the distance.
I'm not looking forward to this battle when the traffic arrives.
Defend your position. Don't let him through.
Oh,
I
Costa.
believe it.
Costa went in real hot into the chicane there. I had a little bit of a misshift there.
Just done a 104.26.
Yeah, you lose all the aero grip when you're in behind another car. George Senior in tight behind as well. We're coming up on some Mazdas already. Didn't take long. Oh, Will had a bit of a wobble there. I'd say a little wobble, a big wobble. Here comes the traffic.
Coming up on a slower class car.
Left side. Clear to the left.
Had to take the apex super tight because I didn't want to run wide into him.
Car right.
Now George is making a move into the chicane. Surely not George. No, he's tucking back in. Good one, George. That's not a side-by-side kind of corner. Costa's closing back up. I lost a bit of time to Will on that one.
That lap time was 104.
Now we're coming up on the next Mazda.
That didn't take long.
On your left. Clear left.
Here we go. There's Sean dispatched.
The Pragas are coming. The Pragas are coming.
Lap 5. We're lapping them already.
Maybe that only works in North America.
Okay, Dan. We think our refueling window will open after 11 minutes.
Let's get the inside here.
On your left. Clear left.
Oh, that's wide. That's why you got to bleed off the corner speed. You can't just send it. You got to anticipate that. But then George is all over me, so I can't go too easy. And now Will's getting held up in the final chicane by a Mazda here. He's lost a bit of time there for sure.
Coming up on a slower class
I'm
car.
going to go to the right of Fernando here.
Right. Clear. Clear to the right.
New fastest lap for Costa, 104.01.
And that's Costa.
That was 104.50.
After his wobble in the final chicane a few laps ago, he's catching back up again. Oh, stick to your line, Dad!
Clear right.
Stick to your line. That's what I said in the briefing. I would have gone around the outside of you then.
Don't let this guy intimidate you.
Car right. Clear right.
Alright, we got some more Mazdas coming on here. As we get further up the field, the awareness raises. Those Mazdas are both battling. That's Tom, so I'm going to go to the right of him and Lee.
On your left. Clear left. Car left. Clear to the left.
Oh, Will's got held up big time there behind James. And George has got held up big time behind Lee.
Slower cars ahead. These guys are fighting for position. The group includes their class leader.
Clear left.
Okay, Dan, you're reeling. Stevenson in the gaps now.
So this is multi-class, traffic giver, traffic taker the way, that's for sure.
What the hell are you doing, man?
Traffic stays on.
Crikey, man, you can't just drive through a person like that.
Oh, missed my braking point then. Very snappy rear.
Patterson has just retired.
Oh, Sean's out. Oh no. That's not good. Oh, Sean.
Shaw is now retired. The gap behind is now
Run, Sean.
0.8.
I don't know, somebody just drove right Into my tail end twice, drove me right off the
Fastest
track.
lap for Stevenson, 103.93. Your last lap time was at 105.00.
I'll watch.
Right.
Slower class car ahead.
That's Dre in the Audis here. First of the Audis. Let's pass him on the right on exit.
On your left, clear on the left.
Right, Will's pulling away in the lead. But don't forget, everybody has to make a pit stop, and there is more traffic coming up as well. Oh, that's wide though. George is all over me again. See if we can defend this.
You can't rejoin parallel to the... You must be parallel to the track.
Sounds like there's a few dramas behind. A few incidents to have a look at after the race. Maybe a few notes to put out for round 2. Oh. Big wiggle then. Gap to Will. He had a bit of a not so great lap that time, but then again I was still a few tenths slower than him. Right. Let's get back on with it. Let's close down that gap.
Don't let this guy distract you.
Costa's dropped back somewhere unless he's made an early pit stop. He's now 12 seconds back behind Rangy. Oh, I'm not sure, Sean. Quite a few times, I think. Alright, this is going to be good. This is a few tenths up.
The gap to Stevenson ahead is now 2.1. That's the fastest lap. You've just done a 103.93.
Oh, Racer X. Oh, I think maybe you and Sean came together in a fight then. Because he got taken out by someone who just drove straight into him. But if you couldn't see him, that explains it, mate. Oh, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. Maybe RaceRoom glitched out and didn't display his car for some reason. That's a massive shame. I'm not sure if Sean's still in chat, Sean Patterson. I'll have to have a look at the replay and see what happened there. But if you didn't see him, that would kind of explain why he kind of got... Well, he's saying someone just drove straight into him, so that would explain it. That's just unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that, mate.
You're approaching a group of slower cars.
On your left.
That's Fernando moving out the way. Thank you, Fernando.
Fastest lap for Stevenson, 103.87. That lap was at 104.03.
Thanks, mate.
Left side. Clear left. On your right. Clear to the right.
Oh, sorry, Stierborg. That was sketchy.
Hello, sir.
On the right.
The gap behind is now 2.2 seconds.
Oh, big traffic here. Pull to the inside on exit, getting before the next corner.
On your left.
Not sure if I can get Andre though. No, I haven't got the overlap on Andre. I'm just going to have to sit in and get him on the straight. Lift out, pull to the inside. There we go. Coming up on my dad here for the final chicane. I'm not going to get him before the final chicane. But just give him the line.
Slower cars ahead.
Right side.
DJ.
Clear to the right.
There's not much I could do there. That's the second time. And now George, you're going to take advantage.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear to the right.
Okay, Dan. Pit window open. Bad luck, mate.
George got me.
Left side. Clear left.
George got me.
Left side. Clear
Thanks,
on the
TJ.
left.
Oh, good.
Far left. Clear to the left.
That wasn't really an overtaking spot there. Will's now 5 seconds up the road. This battling is definitely costing both of us. And that's Boggy.
Left side. Clear left.
Cheers, Boggy.
How you down?
Slower class car ahead.
So when do we make a pit stop? Because we're going to have to make a pit stop at some point.
64. Sector 1 is 1.5 seconds off the pace.
That's Tom. Let's get past Tom here. Can't believe my dad's held me up twice now. And the second one obviously cost me position there. But that's just multiclass. It's not his fault. Where's he supposed to go? He can't just disappear.
Car left.
Slow car ahead. This guy's their class leader.
On your left. Still there. Clear left.
Sorry, Kev.
Car left. Clear to the left.
That's all three classes in the same part of the track at the same time. That's awkward. But it is what it is. We lost even more time. Oh, I'm not doing very well in the traffic. I mentioned in the briefing that...
Hey, James.
In the briefing that whoever can manage it the best is going to be, you know, reap the reward of it. I'm not doing that right now. 8 seconds behind the leader.
It's now about 1.5 seconds. That lap time was 106.55.
That's wide into turn 1, no slowdown, so that's fine. Got away with it.
Stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines.
I tried to be as tight as I could on the inside, but Kev did turn in into me a little bit there, which is unfortunate. No damage done though, that's okay. Tried to make it as innocuous as possible. Almost a third of the way through the race already. Only half an hour to go. Man, it really mixes the pack up. We're going to catch that Audi. That's Vushel.
Slower car ahead. It's their class
That's Vushel in the Audi.
That's a new fastest lap for Stevenson, 103.75.
Right side. Clear to the right.
And that would have been a fastest lap if I didn't invalidate it at the first corner. Oh, I'm so sorry, Racer X. Big slide on the rear. Wow, lost a stack of time. Couple of tenths. Well, we are closing up on Will again. Plenty of time for the race to balance itself out. This traffic is crazy. Nice battle with George though, we're back on it. Just like in the pre-season. Almost an exact copy of race 1 and race 2. Brody and Matt went away in race 1. And then in race 2...
Practice following you, not being chased by you.
Stick with him, keep him under pressure. Your tyre temperatures look good.
There we go, this should be a fastest lap of the race for sure here.
The car in front has just done a 104.03. That's the fastest lap of the race. You've just done a 103.58.
There we go, George is a bit wide. Let's get the run on the exit. Ollie B. Thank you, mate. Great racing with you in race 1. Shame that our battle couldn't have lasted longer. Oh, really sorry to hear that as well, Sean. That's so unfortunate, mate. That's just RaceRoom being RaceRoom and 2 people suffering needlessly.
White flag, mate.
Lee Miller coming into the pits. He's getting his pit stop out of the way.
Cold. That was a 104.03. You're 2 tenths off the pace in sector 2.
On your left. clear left.
Oh, George was lucky with the traffic there, that's for sure.
Okay, Dan, you've got half your fuel left. White flag.
My Mazda's spinning off.
No worries, man.
Oh, it's my dad.
Cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy. You'll need to slow down to give back the time gain.
Oh, now that is a slowdown now.
You're coming up on a slower car.
Yeah, man. Good to see you.
Left side, clear to the left.
There we go, slowdown cleared. Okay.
The gap in front has increased to 1.3 seconds.
Got some more pit stops. TJ's just pulling all the way over to the left.
P3.
Left side, clear left.
Almost round. Big slide on the rear. Will's now 9.5 seconds down the road. Oh, I can't wait for Zolder, Ollie. It's going to be epic, mate. Yeah, it's getting to that awkward phase of the race where the tyres are really starting to let go now.
Please, Dan.
There's no point changing them. It costs you too much time in the pit stop. Just got to make these last to the end. It's got to readjust those expectations of how much grip you've actually got. We're coming up to some more traffic again. We got people in the pits.
The car ahead has just done it. 103.85.
Great lap from George.
You're approaching a group of slower class cars.
Pit exit.
Here's Tom. That's just awkward. That's the worst place to catch someone on the track. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Right, clear right.
Can't drive through them. And they're at the limit of grip. They're always going to be going towards the outside of the track, you know.
This guy's the class leader.
Coming up on Ash. Good to see he's in the lead of the race again, making up for lost positions from race 1. George getting held up there big time by Lee Miller.
See a minor wet on your left rear.
Far left, clear left.
Your last lap time was at 105.36.
105.3 for me, 105.2 for George. Even through all that, he still gained a 10th on me. And Will, 104.1. Wow, he gained a second on both of us.
Gap to Costa behind is increasing. It's now 13 seconds.
A bit liberal with the inside of the track there. Got away with it though. Slidey, slidey rear, 2 tenths up. Going to be on from a PB of the race so far. Hopefully, if I can get the chicane right.
The gap ahead is now 1.1.
Just about saved that. Sausages are lethal. It's going to be a 103.2.
103.25.
See, when I get a clear track, there's a bit of pace in this thing. Ah, I run wide again.
Watch those lines.
That front left ain't giving me the grip it used to. Right back on the tail of George again here.
There's a bit of wear on your left side tyres.
Left side, clear left.
Oh, Hank's gone wide. Gave him plenty of room on the outside there. And now we're back into the dirty air of the Praga again. Wow. Just massive understeer there.
We're halfway through. Should be about 12 minutes of fuel remaining. Okay, Dan, keep Brandon under pressure. He'll make a mistake.
That's Andre just letting us through at the chicane there. Again, that was a really slow lap from me. We've lost all of that advantage to Will up the front now. Hi, Matt Webb in chat, the alien himself. Good to see you, Magic Tap.
The guy behind is just...
I'm giving it my best shot, mate, but yep, traffic is proving troublesome. Oh, George has got held up there, though.
Left side, clear on the left.
Ebbs and flows. All ebbs and flows.
Slower class car ahead.
Wow, so much understeer following another car.
We've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
And so much oversteer then, just couldn't get the grip down. Boggy's moving out the way for both of us, or just... Thanks, Boggy. See, Matt Webb didn't have to worry about this in race 1 because he was out front. He was just racing away into the distance. But when you follow another car, your grip just goes. I'm not sure where it goes, but it just goes. Oh, big wiggle from George there, big snap. You've got the run on him now. Will's only 9 seconds to get down the road. Big excuses indeed, Matt. Oh, misjudged that.
Track limits.
I thought the track was a bit further over to the... Oh no, that's alright, mate. I just thought there was more track than there was. It's my fault, that. Oh, big snap! Big snap! That's not good.
Alright, Dan, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
I think my tyres are too hot. I think I've basically got my tyres too hot there.
You've got dirt and cup on all your tyres. Okay, pit stop requested.
No, actually, it's too early for a pit stop. I'll be heavy on fuel for the rest of the race.
Slower car.
The rear in this thing is definitely starting to snap. Yeah, dirty air is definitely a thing, Ed.
That's 20 minutes to go.
On your left, clear to the left.
My dad braking way early for turn 1 then caught me out big time. Wasn't expecting that. We're now 7 seconds behind George.
Got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Coming up on Stuborg.
Right
Stay on the line!
clear right.
Don't move off line, I was going to get you on the inside. Got people lifting off and moving offline. That's not what you need to do in the slower classes. I'm anticipating you going towards the right at full speed, not lifting off and pulling to the left.
Costa is getting closer. The gap's come down to 5.1 seconds.
Okay, so let's get George. I think the win is out of contention for today.
Was at 104.80. Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace.
Win's definitely out of contention, even though we stuck it on pole. Let's see if we can get a second place out of it today. 7 seconds to find.
Far left, clear to the left.
Oh!
Oh, sorry, Dan.
Left side, clear left.
Should have anticipated that. They were always going to run to the right hand side. Should have just been patient. That's really on me for not being smart, that. That's alright, mate. That was on me for not anticipating where you were going to end up on track.
Slower car ahead. This guy's
All good, Triple J.
Yeah, but I was a bit undecided too.
I'm not going to get James before that. Was going to be a hell of a dive bomb. He would have to get out of the way. Real bad traffic on this lap. Holy smokes. There's another 5 seconds down the drain. Got about 7 laps of fuel left in the tank. Ed, RaceRoom simulated dads. No, that is my real dad. He's not a simulated dad. Racing all the way from the UK on a controller. Whereas myself, obviously in Australia on the rig.
The gap in front is now 9.9 seconds. Slower class cars ahead.
Left side, clear to the left.
Keep it to the inside here.
Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
Alright, that wasn't too bad. Still 1.3 off the pace.
That lap was at 104.61.
Kind of matched what George did. George must have had similar problems. Oh, 15 minutes to go. This has been so stressful, so intense so far. So we can salvage a second place, and that's wide. That's the tyres still going. What takes me to Australia, Ed? My wife. Met her in the UK. She was from Australia. Her visa ran out, and it was like, if you want to stay together, you want to come back to Australia with me. It's like,
to my right.
A group of slower
okay.
cars.
And that's pretty much as simple as that, mate.
The leader's just done a 103.61.
Will Stevens pulling out in front there with a 103.
Nice one, sir.
I'm going to catch Ash at the wrong point again here.
Time is at 103.72. The gap to Costa behind is now 1.0 seconds.
Costa's closing up big time on me. Wow. Just getting shafted every lap, just catching people in the wrong place.
On your left. Clear to the left.
Now we got a battle for third. And Costa's been putting in good laps as well. I've been struggling so much with the traffic.
Slower cars ahead, 15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes. Well done, Dan, this is great. Come on, keep nailing those exits.
That's Boggy moving offline. Thanks, Boggy.
Clear right.
We're going to get Tom before the final chicane, no?
Right side.
Just again, every lap, we're just catching people in the wrong place.
Far left. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left.
That's 5 minutes of fuel left.
Defended from Costa. Costa's half a second.
That's fine.
George Senior 15 seconds down the road now.
I'm at that point of the race where I forget how to drive.
As long as you remember to put enough fuel in today, George, that's alright.
Thanks for the reminder. I'm glad I was with you when you were working out the fuel calculations.
Slower car ahead. This is their class leader.
James Tumulty is now in the lead. That makes me think that Ash has stopped in the Mazdas.
Clear left.
Alright, let's go. Let's go.
You've just done a 104.04.
Left side. Clear left.
Try to steer it back to the apex.
Please, Dan.
Just wouldn't happen, just massive understeer.
The gap to
Left side.
Oh, I wasn't sure where Stuborg was going. I was going to cut back to the inside. They lifted off to the apex again. Maybe I should just start driving as if people are going to move offline, because that seems to be
Stevenson is pitting.
that seems to be exactly what people are doing these days. So Will's in the pits.
up on a slower class car.
Hit the sausages there. Triple J moving well out of the way. Costa's coming in the pits as well. George is staying out.
On your left, clear left.
Alright, so I've got 2.4 laps of fuel. So I've got this and one more before I come in for a stop. My Strat is ready to add more fuel in. .13 seconds behind George.
13 seconds.
Just a couple of laps and that battle just disintegrated. Wow. I probably could have made some better judgment calls, but definitely just catching everybody in the wrong place. That's Rangy off by the side of the track having a wobble.
Thanks for the third time, JD.
Hey! We should get a room, Pavel.
So fuel is set. That's it.
This is
Coming in this lap.
exactly what we came here for. P2, we're setting the pace. You've just done a 103.41. Okay, Dan, very little fuel left. Hit this lap, in this lap. Okay, pit stop requested.
There we go.
Slower class car ahead.
Managed to gain more than half a second on George that lap, but there's not enough time left in the race to really do anything about it.
On your left.
Let's move to the outside of Lee Miller there. Thank you, Lee, for the cooperation.
Yeah, I'll bring the rum. Is it okay with you?
It's not for me.
Let's get ready for a pit stop. I think George is going to be coming in this lap as well.
Cars pitting.
Yep, George is coming in.
There'll be traffic on the exit. We expect to exit the pits in position 3. Ahead of Costa. We're running on fumes, mate. Coming to the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap.
Oh, I think I may have sped in the pits. I think I may have overshot the pit entry there.
No one else got an issue with the Praga in third where it stops giving power on the corner.
Can't say I have, mate. Not noticed it so far. I'll keep an eye out for it, though.
Well done, Dan. You're looking really good. Come on, keep your focus. You've got 10 minutes
It's
left.
activated
10 minutes
auto
to go.
bin for me twice.
Is now in the lead.
Thank you, TJ.
Right, did we get a drive through?
You're welcome, Bobby.
There's a car approaching. Don't
Exit
cross the
pits.
road. Watch your mirrors.
Sorry, Dan. If you let the revs
Slower
drop too
class
low, it
cars
can
ahead.
lose the turbo, so that can be a factor.
Penalty for speeding is a drive
I'm
through.
already back on it.
That's very strange.
So it looks like there's only 2 seconds between George and Willop at the front of the race. Wow, that gap got... awkward again.
Clear on the left.
That was awkward.
Hey, sorry, Dan, I didn't see you.
Oh, that's alright, mate. Story of the traffic so far. Oh my god. Right, quiet lap. Maybe a few quiet laps. I just need to try and get some pace back.
He's gaining on you. The gap's now 6.1 seconds. Coming up on a slower class car. P3.
On your left. Clear to the left.
Would it look good on screen, Dan?
Yeah, it was a bit sideways.
Can someone on the stream do exclamation mark, big wiggle?
The guy ahead's lap time is at 103.59.
Alright, another quiet lap incoming.
Time was at 104.64.
That's a 10th up.
The gap to Costa behind is increasing. It's now 7.8.
Oh, lost it all through the final chicane.
Thanks, JDF.
We're currently setting the pace. That lap time was 103.136.
Sorry, mate. That was stupid.
Coming up on a slower class car.
Right side, clear to the right.
Where are we going to pass Ash? He's lifting off again. Why are they doing that? Stick to your line. I was going to get you on the entrance to this one. I was going to drive around the outside. I'd already hesitated. People need to stick to their lines. Like I said in the briefing. I'm expecting you to be in the way. So if I move offline to get past you, you shouldn't be going into the same spot.
That was 104.06. 62 is 0.6 off the pace.
On your right.
Come on, Dad.
Clear right. Left side. Clear left.
We just had a warm
Sorry, Dan.
the track.
All good.
That's 5 minutes to go. Come on, keep it together. We'll be on the podium here. Slower class car ahead. He's their class leader.
Left side. Clear left.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, slow down.
Okay, Dan, we just cut the track.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to improve on third position here. Only 4 minutes left in the race. Unless something happens to George up ahead.
You'll need to give back the time gained.
There we go. Didn't lose too much there. 14 seconds ahead, 7 seconds behind. There isn't really anything to gain in this race now, unless George makes a wobbly. I'm not going to catch him on pure pace. But that is so frustrating. He's got screwed over so much by just catching people in the wrong times. Got someone off on the left there. Is that Rangy? Was he rejoining? He's on the left. He's rejoining there. Okay, that was fine.
Coming up on a slower car.
Oh, we're not going to catch him before the chicane. Just have to be patient again. Stay online! Don't move offline! I've said it enough. I've said it too many times in this race now. I'm going to have to put a driver briefing out. Again, some big capital letters in Discord.
Slower car ahead. He's the class leader for these guys.
Thanks, mate.
We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Right side. Clear right.
2 minutes remaining. George has had a wobbly up ahead. He's only 7 seconds down the road now. Something's happened to George. He must have had a mistake or an incident or something. 3 laps to go, maybe.
There's a white flag.
Car right, clear to the right.
That last lap was at 104.46.
Yeah, George had a 1:11 that lap. He lost 7 seconds for some reason. Must have had a spin. So 2 laps to go.
No thanks, JD.
No worries.
He's just retired from the race.
Only a 10th off my best so far. Will's had a slow lap as well. There's going to be a 103.3. That's good pace. We are closing. 2 laps. No, 2 laps to go now.
Slower class car ahead.
Yep, they did 106s and 105s. I did a 103.3. Gain heaps of time. Gap to George is now about 5 seconds with 2 laps. If he keeps having these kind of issues, it could be on.
On your left. Clear to the left.
Thanks, Andre. Oh, locked up the front left. That sends it wide. Oh, lost so much time there. Oh, bugger. Yeah, Will's having an issue up front, for sure. Did he not put enough fuel in? Is he fuel saving?
Right side, clear right.
There's one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium. That lap was at 104.70. We're running on fumes, mate. Coming up on a slower class car.
My dad's letting me way through there. I saw that coming a mile off. Again, though, shouldn't really be doing that, braking on the racing line. That's slow down.
We've just cut the track. You'll need to slow down if you don't want a penalty.
This is the last lap, though. It's not really much worth fighting for here.
Stay between the lines, please, Dan.
Oh, it looks like George and Will are within a second of each other up front.
On your left.
Very close for the lead of the race. They're going side by side into the final corner.
There's a white flag.
What happened? What happened?
Very little
Oh,
fuel.
Will!
Right side, clear right.
Will's...
Podium finish. Nice one.
What happened to the leader? There was something happened at the final corner between George and Will ended up 4th. I think he may have run out of fuel because even Costa's got him.
Oh my goodness.
Congratulations, George, you won.
Wow.
He ran out of fuel at the final corner. Will Stevenson ran out.
Been fuel, surely.
Would have run out of.
He was slow coming into the last chicane, so I thought, why not dive? But then he just didn't accelerate out the.
Yeah, I ran out of fuel.
Oh, Will!
Gutted, man.
Oh, mate.
I realised, because I don't actually know how pit stops work in this is my first race, but I didn't know, like, I was trying to lift and coast for the last 5 laps and it just lost by a litre.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness. I went off with like 2 laps to go and I was like, oh, well, there goes any chance there. But yeah, I'm gutted for you, man. That happened to me in the practice race, so...
Oh, Will, that's
so close, but so
mate.
far.
Mate, you had that in the bag as well. Awesome driving from all of you.
Yeah, you were the best driver there, man.
Oh, Will.
It's gutting.
I disconnected with 2 minutes and 40.
Literally needed like 0.1 of a litre. I probably could have coasted it across the line, but it just died going into the final chicane.
Oh no! Did you cross the line?
No, I couldn't get across.
Oh, I'd have nudged you.
Someone was saying they got disconnected there. Sorry, I missed who that was.
I got disqualified because I didn't know how to do a drive-through.
Oh, Stu, unlucky, mate.
That was me. I was like 2.5 seconds behind Pavel and Rose. Game just froze right there, about 2.5 minutes left in the race.
Oh, that sucks, mate. And figured out what happened with Sean Patterson and Casey Shaw as well. Apparently, Sean was invisible on Casey's game, so he couldn't see him on the track. So he literally just drove straight into him because he didn't think he was there.
Oh no.
So that's yeah, a few RaceRoom issues there by the looks of it, but it's just that sucks.
It's a shame that.
That was amazing.
I really love, and honestly, like it was such a thrilling race too, man. It was a lot of fun. I finally nailed the pit stop and whatnot, and practice. So it's a learning experience, you know.
Yeah, it's a long championship, so lots of points on offer, lots of chances to get back up, and don't forget there is a drop round as well. So if you can't make one, or if you do have a really bad race, then that one gets scratched from the standings anyway. So, you know, it's all good. It's all good.
On the results, it says that Will's behind Rangy, but he did more laps. Is that normal?
I'll double check that. I might have to manually adjust that because I think that if you DNF, it puts you to the back regardless of how many laps you complete. I think that is a slight bug in RaceRoom. I'll double check that, but I think that Will should be ahead of Rangy there in the standings. I think if he's done more laps.
Sorry, Rangy.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works myself, so but you're the one who has to finish the race. I really don't know, mate. I mean, you deserve whatever you get, so you know you were way out in front.
Yeah, I'll have a look at that. I might have to manually shift that one, but Will, last corner. that's oh mate.
So gutted.
Yeah, it was harsh. Yeah, it happens.
Thanks for signing up, though. Yeah, great pace.
It's not like it matters for my championship. Mid-table mediocrity awaits.
Worse is it drops me all the way to 5th instead of 4th as well.
So is it showing it's 4th or 5th on yours? Sorry, Will?
I get 5th because it technically I think, like, sets me back a bunch of laps because I didn't technically cross the line.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I'll have a look at that. Yeah.
On the actual finishing screen, I'm 15th out of every car.
Oh, that'll be it then. Yeah, because it does put you to the back of the standings. It should be, it should be based on laps because you did 43 laps. So I might have to manually shuffle that in the results, mate. But that's all good. We'll make it work.
It's probably just that you don't have a finishing time, so it probably just puts all the finishing times at the top and then most laps after that. So.
Yeah, I would assume that's probably the case.
And there's your results.
You in 4th on JR, we already handled that. I wouldn't say it's a bug, just RaceRoom choose to do that, but JustRace counts the laps and handles it correctly.
Oh, sweet. So the results are good on JustRace, eh?
Yeah, they're all processed. You got 4th, which I think is what you were saying you should have had. So yeah, I think that's good.
Awesome stuff.
Just to be clear, I'm DNF, right?
Yep, you are showing as a DNF, but you do still get points based on your finishing position. So you drop down to 4th there, I think. Kev? Great racing all round, though. That was awesome fun. Some dicey moments, but that's probably just because it was Donington and the shortest track that we've got for the entire season, really. Most of the other tracks, well, every other track apart from Galaressen in round 3, they're a bit longer than this, so traffic should be less of an issue, and there's a few more straights as well, so it should be a little bit easier. But yeah, that was a very hectic start to the season. Congrats on everybody for making it through that in one piece mostly. Has anyone got anything they want to raise? Anyone they want to say thanks to, or any issues they want to raise, or just anything before I sign off the comms on the stream?
Yeah, congratulations to everybody who managed to get into the finish. I didn't run out of fuel.
Thanks for the good racing all, and I think the multiclass thing worked quite well.
Yeah, thanks everyone. And as Dan said, this is the worst one, so hopefully it'll be a bit less crazy the next one. So.
Yeah, thanks for organizing this, Dan. It's amazing.
Yeah,
thanks.
Oh, I've been meaning to do something like this for a long time. I'm just so happy it's actually finally happening, and the fact that we get, you know, minimum 20 people for every race that we've done so far is just insane. So yeah, thanks for turning up, making it possible.
Very enjoyable, thanks.
Alright, so I'll post the replay files on Discord, and I'll just double check the results and post the official results shortly as well. We've got a month until the next round at Zolder, 11th of March. So the practice server will go up for that shortly, and obviously to keep people in the championship who've already raced, just so all the registration slots don't get taken, we are going to open up registration with a password only for those who've already taken part, just so you can secure your spot before, you know, new people get in, basically, just for the purpose of the championship. So I'll post that registration password on Discord very shortly as well, so keep an eye on that, and yeah, don't forget to sign up for Race 2 if you want to keep on going, but if not, it's been an absolute pleasure, and look forward to seeing you on track again soon.
Cheers, Dan.
Cheers.
Cheers, Dan.
Yeah, thanks, Dan.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
No worries.
Bye, everyone.
That's alright, I'm going to wrap up the stream. If anyone wants to hang around for chat, I'll be on voice comms in about 5 or 10 again. But any final words for YouTube before I meet you all?
Please,
Amen.
please like and subscribe and ring the bell.
Hey, doing my job for me, thank you.
Ta-da!
Cheers, guys. I'll catch you all very shortly.
See ya.
And that is the DDF Racer Bincar Championship. Let me put some music on in the background and let's get this stream wrapped up. So, great racing, awesome racing. There's confirmation of the results on screen, although as you can see, 4th and 5th should be the other way around. I managed to get 2nd in the end. That is so unfortunate for Will running out of fuel. I thought that maybe George and Will had some kind of issue, you know, they had some kind of coming together, and I'm very relieved to hear that they didn't. Massive congrats to George for the win. Opening round, that puts him 1 point behind Matt Webb in the standings, I believe. Vushel in the Audis managed to get the win, so congrats to Vushel, and it looks like James Tumulty stole the win from Ashley Denman in the Mazdas. I thought Ash was going to walk away with that, so Tumulty with the win in the Mazdas as well. Congratulations. Got some awesome names in this grid and some awesome racing and some very, very just interesting times. Wow, I thoroughly enjoyed that. The next one, like I said, is going to be on the... Actually, let me switch it over to the camera mode so you can see that. The next one is going to be on the 11th of March at Zolder, then round 3 is the 15th of April at Gelleressen, and then round 4 is the 13th of May at Chang, round 5 is the 17th of June at Bathurst, round 6 is the 15th of July at Sonoma, and round 7 is the 12th of August, the big season finale at Silverstone, when we hand out the trophies and hand out the prizes. And yes, there are physical trophies available, custom engraved with the winners' names on them. So, great stuff. Thoroughly enjoyable stuff. And even if it wasn't the most interesting race in terms of on-track battles, because we kind of lost touch a bit at the end though with George and Will, then, you know, it's the traffic. It's just crazy. The traffic's amazing. Oh, wow. If this is a sign for the championship, I'm really looking forward to this, guys. Anyway, I'm going to go wrap this stream up now because I've got comms to go back to and results to post and replays to go through and all that kind of stuff. If you did enjoy the race, don't forget to leave it a like. It's not too late. If you want to say hi, then chat's still here. Discord is also available. And if you want to see the rest of the season and also the stuff that I do that's not the Bincar Championship on YouTube, then subscribe to the channel. Because speaking of which, on Monday, I'm doing round 4 of the Gravel Trap Legends BMW Pro Car Series, which is going to be at Jerez, 1988 layout Jerez, the classic one. And then on Thursday, I think it is, I'm doing a Bulk Brogan Automobilista 2 stream. There it is, the fabled moustache and everything. So, and that's part 10 of Racing Life in Automobilista 2. And we're doing a little special cheeky community event for that, so keep an eye out for that as well. Anyway, 7:36 AM here in Brisbane, Australia. I'm going to go and get a shower, get some breakfast. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my weekend. I hope you guys do as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all real soon. Bye-bye.